Émilie Castonguay, delightful news today, was hired as the assistant general manager by old Jimmy Rutherford. She's the first female assistant general manager in Vancouver Canucks history and the second female assistant general manager in NHL history, which her predecessor with the Anaheim Ducks in 96-97, Angela Gargoni or Gorgone. We've also scoured the internet for stories or news stories about her for just a name pronunciation, but like there's not a lot about her, so I feel like there should be. But this is a hell of an interesting hire. As we know, we Canucks fans love former player agents to be to have definitive roles in this organization, and I spent the afternoon reading up on her and her journey and how she wanted to get into the game. So I'm really stoked on this hire. She's going to be focusing on contracts and specifically, and this was outlined, not overpaying for players.
Oh, well, yes. She's managed to get GMs to overpay. So she's been on that other side of things.
She got Anton Roussel fucking paid, dude.
The last people that worked here paid $12 million for Antoine Roussel. But I'm really stoked on this hire. She was a reasonably new agent. She's worked with Cedric Paquette and Matthew Joseph, Alexis Lafreniere, who was the first overall pick in 2020. And she's already been, again, the delightful thing about this new front office, and I keep saying delightful, is that they already have been speaking to the media very eloquently and very honestly. And she was pretty, upfront today that she said on 650, we're changing the culture here in Vancouver. And with this team, culture doesn't...
exciting to see. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut off the
No, go ahead.
No, but it's so exciting to see that they're hiring people who are qualified and competent and articulate.
Uh-huh. And not the son of somebody that's worked in hockey for 70 years.
Yeah, no. I find it really interesting. Like, it's crazy that it's been one day and I still know what she does more than what John Weisbrod ever did in the 8 years that he was with Vancouver.
Well, nothing's shrouded in secrecy anymore. Like, if someone says they're interviewing and hiring, they're clearly interviewing and then hiring the most qualified candidate, because we're seeing that happen. Like, this isn't the only hire the Canucks made this week.
Yeah, they another Arash, how do you pronounce that last name?
Rachel Dory.
Dory, yeah. To be to join to expand the analytics department, which I mean it grew in size by 25% this week. So another excellent hire, somebody with the resume and the track record, and has worked with the Devils, and very intelligent. And
she's worked with Hockey Canada. Obviously comes from a great analytics background. Crazy thing is, like, and this is going to make us all depressed, but hey Ryan, you want to get that? It's a McChicken. Wow. Wow. Where was I? Yeah, no, the great thing about it, she's only 25. That's the crazy thing about Rachel.
Wow.
Is she's accomplished all this and she's only 25, and I believe she had that stint with the Devils, and then she went back and thought, oh, okay, well, I wonder if I could finish my master's with analytics and as being the focal point, and through that, you're getting one of the brighter young minds of the hockey community. And now today, you hire a player agent that, guys, I don't know if you read or listened to the entire interview on 650, but someone that had Vancouver written on a vision board, and someone that wanted to come here as a destination. The most kind of heartfelt part about her story is something she mentioned at the end of her interview, and I believe she mentioned it to friend of the podcast, Chris Faber, in French. So well done, Chris, for keeping up with the French, but essentially saying that her sister, Emily's sister, had passed away. And one of the last conversations she ever had with her was her sister telling her that she one day was going to be the general manager of the Vancouver Canucks.
Oh my God.
So I think in one of the best parts about this is that it's not only the fact that yes, we're getting diversity in a front office position in a league that has not been catered to not only people of color but also specifically to women. But this isn't just you've just hired, this is someone with pedigree. This is someone with a resume. This is someone who knows what the hell they're doing. And it's less about gender and it's more about this person who was mentored by Pierre Gauthier in Montreal. This person has credentials. They are qualified. This person is the best fit for the job.
These are very both these hires of these women are very thoughtful hires. They're not, like you said, they're not just the hiring of someone's son who played hockey at one point in time.
Yeah.
With no other qualifications except you managed to play hockey at some level.
And these people like, they didn't play hockey, or I mean
they did though.
Yeah,
they did. Yeah.
Émilie Castonguay played like Division 1 or whatever it was.
That's right. Yeah, NCAA hockey.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna. There's no lack of passion or love of this game or wanting to learn as much as possible about it. Like, there's almost like it's so refreshing to see where it's not like, wow, I played on a team in 1996 and I know how we did things back then, so we're gonna do things.
Yeah, I played a fourth line on an OHL. Well, Kevin Lowe, Jesus fucking Christ. The really interesting thing about especially the Emily's hire was, guys, we didn't, especially in the media, we did not hear like anything about this.
No.
If you think of Angie Ruggiero, Jennifer Botterill, like these were the names that were being popped out, and especially Rachel's name, like that was not, these names weren't exactly leaked. So it's great that there's a semblance of, okay, this is Jim Rutherford kind of also he's been doing his research.
Yes.
And he's been keeping these things kind of tight to the vest. If we go down further, this is not going to be the only hire in terms of the front office with an AGM position. I believe I read this. There, or at least Jim said this, and he kind of hinted on it, where he said that there's more hires down the line when the Olympics are over. And this kind of led me to be thinking, okay, so the Olympics need to be over. There's not going to be anyone from the men's side.
Right.
Unless there's someone in a front office position for the men that they want to hire. I look at the women's side, I'm just thinking like Marie-Philippe Poulin, like that. You think about giving an entry-level opportunity, or not an entry level, but a foot in the door opportunity, one of Canada's greatest players of all time. That would be super interesting. And so we have all these things kind of coming down the pipeline.
But further to that, like that's a great hockey mind. Like, these women are constantly at the top, so they know how to build a winning team.
Yeah. And I think, especially the fact that, if you have a fucking Olympic gold medal around your neck, that's an Olympic gold medal.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah, you kind of know what you're doing, especially if you've, not to throw any shade to Kevin Lowe, but it's like, well, actually, yeah, maybe a little bit of shade to Kevin Lowe when you're playing fucking, your second line defense, and you're like, oh man, yeah, I really did a great job. All I had to do was bank pass it to Wayne fucking Gretzky. Like, I know a few things about winning. Yeah, just pushing the puck up 5 meters to that guy. So I'm really excited about that. They want to have a general manager. We talked about it last pod, but they want to have a GM in place for the start of February. So this is all kind of lining up. Amazing hires. Can we talk about one thing?
Sure.
And this is something fun. Did you guys hear Jim Rutherford's comments in regards to JT Miller?
No.
Okay. Guys, so he was asked about JT Miller, and he's like, I really like JT Miller. He's a really good player. But yeah, we got to have some people in place before we make decisions like that. He didn't come out and say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna try and re-sign JT Miller.
No.
We're gonna keep him here for a long time." He's like, "No, he's a really good player. We're gonna figure out what to do in like 2 weeks when the guy's here."
I love it. I love it because I am not solely in Arash's camp of trade him yesterday.
Yeah.
But I'm like, when this is out of reach, when it's it's over, let's ship him out.
Remind me again when the deadline falls this year?
March 21st.
Okay.
So they're gonna hire someone in the beginning of February. Man, I hear you, Rye. I get it. Like it just baffles. It's the same thing we talk about kind of every week, but it's like, listen, guys, he's
gonna be more valuable to somebody else.
Yes. Yeah. This is the thing. Canucks fans have a very big issue where they are always the one being dumped. Why? Because they're always way more in love with the player than the player technically is with the team.
The best example of that I had was Ben Hutton, who I thought was not me personally, but I was led to believe is a superstar in Vancouver. He's an 8.
Oh yeah.
In Los Angeles, he's barely a 3.
Can I listen? I don't want to get into a fight with the broadcast, but I love Tyler Mott. I think Tyler Mott's a great guy. Mott Girl Summer, well done. Yes, get me I would love to pay for a shirt like that. Love it. It's Tyler fucking Mott. The man is not a 50-goal scorer. He's not. You can probably, you know who's a great Tyler Mott? Matthew Highmore. Like, you have another one. Where did you find him? Did you get him in a small trade with another team? Yes.
No, I got him in a monthly subscription box.
Matthew Highmore is actually an NFT. We actually
bought. The Canucks have released their first NFT. It's Matthew Highmore.
Yeah, Matthew Highmore. Yeah, so the Canucks fans have this really awful tendency to be the one that always wants the other side to be like, please like us, stay, please. It's like,
yeah,
you need to just be the one that loves yourself enough that you're not afraid to lose JT Miller, because you're like, oh, we might not have JT Miller again. Oh no.
You know what? Don't settle for JT Miller.
Settle for Claude Giroux. He's right there. The man needs a home. No, he's going to Colorado. A friend of the podcast, Malahai Travis, is combusted into a million pieces.
If Claude Giroux gets traded to Colorado, we're gonna need 3 jerseys, Travis.
You want to know something great about Travis? Is that when I first started playing Dodo with Travis, one of the things we bonded, and this was completely unprovoked, both of our favorite players is Claude Giroux. I was like,
let's
be. Are we best friends? I think so.
Are we best friends? So much room for activities.
Well, we'll wrap up with the Canucks right now, because the way things are going, like based on how I want Jim Rutherford and this delightful new front office, which I can't get enough of, to handle JT Miller, they're going to be making that decision a hell of a lot quicker, because they have no goalies, they have no top 6 players, everyone has COVID. Here's a little list of what the adversity the Canucks are dealing with. Horvat, COVID. Miller, COVID. Garland, COVID. Travis Hamonic, mysterious unknown injury that he's on the IR and nobody really knows what's going on with there, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. Their backs are against the wall. They have no goalies. Spencer Martin is a career AHLer. He had a great game against the most dangerous team in the league. They went to a shootout, and he did amazing. He gets COVID. And then once again, it's Mikey DiPietro to be thrown to the wolves, and he doesn't have COVID